Hey, what's up, guys? This is Martin here from Rib Kodiak, coming to you once again from the beautiful nature here in Eastern Europe. And it's been a wonderful, warm day so far. And today, guys, is actually a pretty special day for me because in September actually marks my 7th year anniversary since I started working out, which is at the time when I'm recording this video. And it's a big, big achievement for me. Being consistent at something for 7 years is really hard, actually. It's not a simple feat. And so, especially for being a tall man, it is even harder. It's a completely different ballgame when you're at least over 6'2". Completely different. And so today, guys, I want to bring you a different perspective when it comes to, like, just the pros of being a muscular man. Big muscular man. Because there's a lot of benefits that come to it. And when I say muscular, I actually mean being muscular. I'm not just talking about being lean and athletic. I'm not talking about being a marathon runner or having the body of a marathon runner, because that's not being big at all. I'm not talking about just having abs and being a skinny bitch. That's a different thing. I'm actually talking about having some size on you, like you look like a gorilla or a tiger or a polar bear. I don't know how you want to define it. So I have a little list on my phone, so I might occasionally look at it from time to time. So let's go with it. So the very first pro that I can think of when it comes to being muscular is that people treat you completely different compared to everybody else. Because you're rare. Especially in the US or in the Western countries. Like, men especially, they're so fat, they're so obese nowadays. It is crazy. So just when you start having some muscle, or when it looks like you lift, it's just you're like an alien basically. And men treat you differently, women treat you differently as well. You're gonna get a lot more respect. People are gonna look up to you in many ways, and it's gonna help you in business, in relationships, and making friends with women, or just life in general. Like, you're gonna carry small little things that are gonna be easy for you. And when it comes to women, like, this is a common myth that I'm going to debunk right now. People say that women are attracted to muscles. Yes, they are, to an extent. A lot of them. Like, I've had so many women who told me, that I have nice arms, a nice ass, nice abs and shit like that. But at the same time, if all you really do is just work out and you don't have anything else besides you, it's not going to help you at all. It's actually going to subtract certain things from your life, from your total worth as a man. Because there's a lot of people out there who make their gym, like their lifting, and like this lifting lifestyle, they make it their whole identity. And they have nothing else about them. They're like nerds in a way, like fitness nerds. They take all the supplements, they have all the lifting gear, they have all the, lifting belts, and they don't talk to anyone. And do you see what I mean with this? Because you need to have other things in your life that are going to complement you too. Like, I had this one situation this year, earlier in the year. I had this gorgeous woman. Actually, I did approach her because she was giving me clear signals that she was into me in the gym. I thought she was at 30 or something, but she was actually a lot older than me. Like, she was in her late 40s to be exact. But she was stunning. She was so fucking hot. Like, she had these fake tits, I think. Like, she had some surgery on her face, but she was gorgeous. She had the tennis body in a way. And so I actually saw her right beside me because I was doing some pull-ups at the gym, and she actually walked right past me, and she started doing some crunches, some ab workouts with her friend actually. And they were glancing at me. Now, obviously, I was like, okay, this is a green signal for me. And I approached her, and we had a good conversation. But this would have never happened if I was a pussy about it. Because that's what a lot of men do. There's a lot of men out here who are good looking, they're muscular, but they're not confident about it. They're being little wimps. They have they're not proud of who they are. Okay, because you need to have good body language. You need to look people in the eye. You need to shake people's hands in a good way, in a firm way. You need to know how to carry a conversation. You need to know how to talk, how to speak, how to convey confidence, how to have good open body language. There's so many things that come to it. It's not just about being muscular. So don't get it confused here, guys. Actually, you're going to get a lot more attention from men when you're muscular than women. For real. But it is just the way it is. So it's not entirely true. Like, it does help, but it's not like the be-all, end-all, if it makes sense. And this actually goes to my second pro, is that you look good in everything, really. You can wear anything. You can wear a normal-ass t-shirt. You can have an oversized t-shirt. You can wear a hoodie. You can wear, like, any type of shirts, suits. All of these things are going to look good on you. Especially if they fit your body, they're going to look so good on you. You can wear anything, any types of colors, any types of combinations. They're going to look good on you. Basically, you don't have to like only wear black colors to look good. And there's also something about you. This is actually tied to looking good. There's just something about just being fit and waking up early, looking yourself in the mirror and having, seeing your abs, your biceps, your chest, your muscles, your back, and it's just you're just proud of yourself in a way. And money can't do that for you. Because money is like one of those things that somebody can take it away from you at some time, whereas your body is like, it's a part of you now. It's a part of your identity. Because money is external. Money can come and it can go. Whereas your body is part of you now. It's something that you've worked for. And money is just like an external factor. But when you have your body and you're proud of that shit, man, it's indescribable, guys. And another thing that's also tied to people treating you differently is that you are a physical threat. Meaning, when people see a physically capable man, they're just automatically going to respect them a lot more compared to the other person. Like, if you walk into a room and you have clean, open body language, people are just going to treat you differently. They're going to look at you. And I think with me, for instance, I don't think it's just due to my frame, because I'm also pretty tall. I'm just under 6'5", 195 centimeters tall at, what's my weight? 109, 110 kilograms, which is 245 pounds at 14% body fat, which is like a good weight for me. I'm not too fat and not too skinny. I like this range, 13 to 14% body fat. And so I think it's also part of my height. That's why people pay more attention to me. But it's a mix. It's a combination of both. But you got to use what you're born with, man. You got to use what God gave you. Some people are going to be shorter. Some people are going to be taller. But that's okay. Work on what you have. Work on what's in your control. And another thing this is actually another pro when it comes to being muscular, is that being muscular is also going to help you make you more money. And it's going to infect other areas of your life too. In so many ways. Because if you have the habits and the disciplines and just the work ethic of a muscular man, a natural muscular man, because I'm not talking about having, taking artificial steroids or any of these testosterone supplements, because that's a completely different story. I'm talking about being a natural lifter like myself. That's what it comes down to. It builds a tremendous amount of work ethic and a very high level of consistency. Habits, disciplines, determination. It comes with the mental aspect. You're going to have to learn to work without motivation. You're going to have to keep yourself up. You're going to have to push yourself. You have to learn how to be self-motivated at times. And it's all a part of being consistent at working out or at fitness. It's a consequence of it, okay? So it's a big, big pro, guys. It's going to help you with making more money, with girls, with creating better relationships with people, with learning any type of skill, really. Because it will compound eventually. Because if you can become really good at one area in your life, usually you can take those skills and those disciplines and those abilities into the new areas of life. So let me look at my list again. And another big, big pro of being a muscular man and working out is that you'll have more energy during the day. And you need less sleep as well. And you would think otherwise. You would think that the more muscle you have and the more muscular you are, that you're going to need more sleep. It's not entirely true. Like I have I have so many nights where I sleep like only 6 hours, sometimes less, and I'm not even tired at all. But it's a consequence of working out. It's a side effect of working out, a very good one. Because your body produces more testosterone, and you have less fatigue, you have less pains, like aches and pains from your joints, your shoulders, your knees, because you strengthen those muscles around your body, like your tendons, your knees. It's a consequence of it. And also another thing when it comes to working out or being muscular is that your face actually changes. It takes a different shape. I can see it from my situation. I used to have a much more round face. Now it's a lot more squared. Like my jawline is a lot better. But I think it's a consequence of working out, of having your body produce more testosterone for many, many years. And this actually happens to a lot of men. Believe me. I've seen a lot of like before and after pictures for a lot of guys, and their face changes. Probably because, especially if you're fat, you're going to lose that face fat, that face fat, and you're just going to look better in the face. But it's a consequence of it. It's a consequence of it. Okay. And so, I'm not sure if it's true for women because women obviously produce more testosterone, so I don't think it's necessarily true for women, but it is true for men. Many men experience this, that their face actually improves, its facial structure. And that's about it, guys. There's a lot of pros that come with being muscular. I may have missed some, but these are the main ones that I've found to be very, very true with me. Like, you just get more attention from people, you get a lot more respect. People look up to you because you have the capability of physical violence, like a physical threat. And this comes from the caveman days, because when we used to hunt mammoths and, rhinos, saber-toothed tigers and all that shit, we actually respected these animals a lot more because they were capable of violence, of killing us, they're capable of causing physical threat. And women respect that a lot as well. And, you just look better in everything. You can really be proud of yourself, man. Like, there's nothing worse than being fat and not being proud of yourself, really. Because I can remember when I used to be skinny fat for most of my childhood years, I was fucking embarrassed of myself. I used to, wear baggy t-shirts on the pole. And then then skip forward a few years later, when I was a late teenager, I was so skinny, I was embarrassed of myself. And I had to change that. So I did. But there's so many pros that come with it. And also you improve your mindset, your confidence, your belief system. It's like you evolve into a different person. And you also get more energy during the day. Like, there's so many times in my life when I was having a shitty day, but then as soon as I started working out, I had a nice pump. I did a quick burpee workout. I did a quick run, a quick 30-minute workout, pull-up workout, and I felt so much better afterwards. It's because you raise your vibration level, you raise your frequency, and you raise your overall happiness levels. That's why you can elevate your mindset with workouts. And there's a lot of different things that actually elevate your mindset, but working out and exercising is one of the things. It's called a workout for a reason, because we're removing all the bad things that come to our life, the negative feelings, people pissing us off, things that deviate us from our process, from our purpose, really. And we have to eliminate all these things. It's a removal process. Okay. And the only negative thing that I can think of when it comes to working out is that it requires a lot of sacrifice. You're going to have to forego meetings with your friends, miss relationships, because you're going to have to eat healthy. You're going to have to be really consistent. But all these things don't mean anything to me, really. Like, working out and being fit and looking good is one of the very, very first things that people should do when it comes to changing their life. It's one of the simplest ones because it requires a lot of time, a lot of effort, but it is certainly worth it, man. There's nothing better than that. I would much rather personally have no money in my bank account and be like juiced and ripped than have all the money in the world but be complete slobhead. To be a complete fucking fat bitch, really, who let it slip completely. I would much rather have the former option, because now you have the habits, you have the disciplines, you have the work ethic of a committed, muscular individual, which you can automatically apply into other areas of your life. So, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you a beautiful day. Bye-bye.